Ever since I've heard of it, I've wanted to get into virtual reality. So far, I've been limited by funds because VR is freaking expensive, and my computer because most VR systems require a PC to run. I specifically got one that was VR ready, but that was several years ago when the demands for VR were a lot less. So I just kind of set the idea aside until last week, when I finally actually looked into the new Oculus Quest. I just kind of dismissed it because I assumed that the room scale VR that they were advertising was impossible without a PC or base stations or something. They were advertising this completely wireless, all-in-one unit that could track you in 6 degrees of freedom with controllers. And I was like, no, that's impossible. But upon looking into it further, it might actually be true. So let's actually look into this. What's up, people? I'm Davis, aka Fluffball the Wizard, and if you didn't see the channel name, you're watching Fluffball the Wizard. Now, as you probably noticed, I just made a new intro for the channel. I worked super hard on it, and I'm very proud of the result. It was absolutely insane to just go through, like, all my videos. Be like, okay, what clip from this video do I want? What's the order of these clips? What 10 frames best sum up this clip that I can, like, flash really quick? It was a process. Anyway, hope you like it. I know I do. But let's talk about virtual reality. This is the V-Artist Supersuit t-shirt that was made by Jazza. He's an Australian artist that has a YouTube channel that I absolutely adore, and he's done a few things with VR. Link to his channel down in the description. But he and many other people have inspired me to really go after this concept of a virtual reality. Now, I have messed around primarily with the HTC Vive, and in the early days of VR, that and the Oculus Rift were kind of the two main big name competitors, and of course recently HTC has come out with the Vive Pro, which I was really wanting to get because of mainly the increased resolution. But at that price tag, I was like, maybe I'll wait a little bit. But then I'm scrolling through Facebook and this ad for the Quest comes on. I'm like, maybe I'll look into that. Probably super expensive. Scroll down, price. What? That is nuts to have a 6 degree of freedom headset with controllers and onboard processing for $400. I have never seen anything like that, price-wise or hardware-wise. Like, this is the only thing on the market that can do what it claims to do right now that I know of, and they've already got it down to that price. Needless to say, I did a bunch of thinking, watched hours of reviews on YouTube, found one on Amazon along with a handy knockoff travel case, and long story short, those should be coming over the weekend. So I cannot wait to get started and see what all this can do, how well it works. I gotta admit, despite the hype, my expectations are kinda low for this. I've heard that the processor is not that great, and the resolution, while in hardware is the same as Vive Pro, in software, games don't always utilize the full resolution, so the image still appears crisper because of the screen, but the image itself is not higher resolution, so I'm kinda worried about that. That could be especially hindering when trying to read small text or see things off in the distance. I've also heard some things about the tracking not being 100% reliable, especially when you get out of range where the headset can't see them anymore. For example, if you're grabbing a weapon behind your back, or if you're looking at something really close and the cameras have to kinda doing this isn't great. Battery life, I'm not worried about because you can charge and play at the same time, and I have a nice little backup battery. I say little as if it's small. This thing is a monster. But proportionally so, it does have loads of power. On a full charge with this, I can fully charge my phone like 8 times. It's ridiculous. 4 USB ports, your little flashlight here. I swear by this thing. Link in the description if you're looking for a nice little power pack. I think that's about all I can say about it for right now. So without further ado, let's use the magic of editing to fast forward to when I actually have the package. In 5, 4, 3, 2, ha! Oh, yes. Ah, it's so beautiful. All right, let's get unboxing. Saving best for last. Ooh, very nice case. Oh, I love it. Okay. Okay. Alright, so I'm gonna have two different cameras going. The one you're seeing right now is really crappy, and I apologize, but that's my laptop webcam. So you can see the angle here because this camera is my phone. But anyway, we're gonna do this and see how it works. So let's open this thing up. Get my handy little X-Acto knife that I'm being careful with. Oh, what a glorious thing. Put this aside, and then this thing. Let's go. Oh my gosh. This is actually a real legit thing. Alright, so we've got a box of accessories here. Got our little power brick, which is feeling heavy. I like that. Means it's got some power. Our little glasses adapter, if I were to ever wear glasses. And our 10-foot USB-C cable. Nice. Couple of AA batteries. And our itty-bitty teeny tiny manual. It's so small, I can do Alright, let's see what we got here. Probably don't need to read this because I've watched so many how-tos on YouTube. Oh my gosh, it's so tiny. Right, I do need my phone to set this up. Alright, so that camera is gonna have to go away temporarily. Do not use when you're tired or need sleep. I'm never gonna be able to use this thing. I'm a college engineering student. I always need sleep. I'm gonna ignore that. Under emotional stress or anxiety. Again, engineering student. Screw you. Anything actually useful in this? Do not use your system if any part is broken or damaged. Well, if my VR headset looks like that, I will be sure not to use it. I'm sure that'll be very tempting if there's an enormous crack in the front plate. I'm sure that it would work anyway, but wow, duly noted. Okay. Well, that's nothing I don't already know. I know this is supposed to come out somehow. There we go. Lens covers here. So how's the fit on this thing? Okay. Oh wow, that one guy on YouTube was right. It really does smell like new shoes. Alright, so I'm gonna adjust the head strap here. Okay, that's pretty intuitive. Okay, that's pretty good. Cool. I can definitely see how that would get uncomfortable after a period of time. Otherwise, it's okay. And then we've got our touch controllers. This is so weird. I'm not used to holding anything like this. There's like hardly any resistance to any of the analog controls here. But I barely have to touch that. I don't know if I like that or dislike that. I guess we'll see in game. Are these stickers supposed to come off? Off you go. And then we have the magnetic battery covers. Oh, there it goes. Yeah, I heard some complaints about like accidentally doing this kind of thing during gameplay, but I don't really see how that would be possible. I don't think I'm gonna have an issue with that. Now, it does come with a standard AA for these, but I think I am going to swap these out for rechargeable AA's, so that way I won't go through a crap ton of these as I'm playing, because that is super wasteful. Although I do like the decision of going with regular insert the batteries so that if they run out of charge, you don't have to wait for them to charge, because the headset, if that is running low, you can just charge it with a backup battery and have that like in a pocket or something and be pretty comfortable. But these, there's not really a way to charge and play at the same time, so it's nice that you can just swap out a battery if you need to. Alright, without further ado, I'm going to start setting up the headset. So that means no more you guys, just you guys. And also the audio on this is essentially non-existent, so that's gonna cut. And you can just enjoy some nice background music while you watch me set this up on my phone. Here we go. Okay, and we're back. Did you miss me? So this thing is all set up. You can already feel it's starting to get a little bit warm, but I guess that's probably normal. So I'm putting this on, and right now it's asking me to set up the play area. Now this is super trippy because right now I'm seeing the pass-through camera, and everything is like perfect. Like it's actually amazing. Like I can clearly see where everything is, even things that aren't tracked. I'm gonna go ahead and set up the Guardian like it's telling me to do. Okay, let's actually set this up for this room here. Keeping this camera angle, but unfortunately there's no way to not have the tripod in the picture, so whatever. We'll deal with it. Alright, let's get started here. I'm gonna go ahead and unplug this. We've got our controllers, floor level. Oop. So now we're gonna set up the Guardian system. There we go. Okay, sweet. I do not care if you think it's too small. Everyone has said that, like, this thing never thinks your play space is big enough. Like, this is fine. I can easily move around in this space, no problem. Admittedly, it's a little bit smaller than most spaces, but, like, I think this is fine. Let's continue. Woo! I get this nice little grid here. Okay, now we're talking. Woo! Oh man, this is a nice place. Holy crap. Okay, in terms of actual useful information for you guys, the pass-through camera system is good. It does induce a little bit of motion sickness because it's not 100% accurate.
Seeing the pass-through camera and everything is like perfect.
But once you get into fully virtual, this is great. I'm feeling great. I was hearing a little bit of complaints about the Guardian system, but this seems really accurate to me. Let me see if I can figure out how to record on this thing. Just watching me walk around wearing a headset on my face like an idiot is not super helpful. Let's try this. Record video. Is it working? Doing some. Wow, that red dot there is really freaking annoying. Looks like there's a spot in my glasses or something. Oh well, but looks like it's recording, so I'm gonna go with yes. But yeah, so you can see what I was saying. Like this is a nice place here. Someone had a lot of fun designing this. The motion is very smooth. I'm impressed. The room scale is accurate. The tracking is very accurate. In fact, if you see, let me show you side by side just how good this is. Like you can see the two controllers here. If they touch in VR too. Like that's how freaking accurate this is. Imagine doing like a lightsaber game and putting them together like this so that you can have like a Darth Maul style like We have this lovely menu here, so I can go ahead and look at like maybe some tutorials. Okay, there's literally one tutorial there. Ooh, and I can cast from here too, nice. I wonder what Go Live does, probably never use it. I'm getting some God rays with that text. Oh, we have Fruit Ninja for 15 bucks. Gosh, I think that's a must-have for me though, because I was wondering if that would be a thing. That'd be pretty awesome. I heard about this like first steps thing. There we go. Let's actually try this. Oh boy. Ooh, that spatial audio is great. Nice. Wow, okay, lots of things happening here. Wow. Well, someone certainly had fun designing that. Okay, what do we got here?
Welcome to Oculus. Try pressing all of the glowing buttons with your thumbs.
Ooh, so they are capacitive. That's pretty cool. Ooh, even the joystick. That's so nifty. Okay. Nice analog control there. That's pretty sweet.
Now let's see what your virtual hands can do.
Oh boy. I have evolved!
To point, keep squeezing the grip and just lift your index finger. Now use your index finger to push the button in front of you. To pick up an object, squeeze and hold the grip button with your middle finger. Release the grip button to drop it. Your virtual hands can do just about anything.
Okay, can I catch it? Hey, I caught it. Oh, wait. That's not a real desk. I almost set my hand down on this. That's the problem with VR. When you have a desk, it's not real, so you can't set things down on it. Wow, that was a horrible throw. Let me try that again. There we go. That's more like it. Whoa. Ah! Oh, I love these physics games. They're just, like, fun to play with, you know? Can I, like, get under the desk here? Like, oh, that's wild. This is, like, the weirdest freaking thing. Nope. I will come back to this. Oh boy, okay. I will be back soon. Whew. Okay, well, as you can probably tell from my face, I've been playing for a hot minute. Does leave you with a little bit of the goggle face. Started my little fan going because it was starting to get kind of hot. Because turns out Beat Saber is a bit of a workout. Probably gonna just do a part 2 doing things with VR. I thought that I might be able to do everything in one video, but clearly there's a lot of things left to explore here. So this was the setup and kind of testing on my end. So far my impressions are really good. I'm blown away. The resolution, I have really good eyes, so I can still pretty clearly see the pixels, but it is a huge improvement over systems that I've played in the past, and it doesn't look like I'm looking through a screen door. It looks like I'm looking at a bunch of really teeny tiny black dots if I focus hard enough. But it's not distracting at all. Like, you can really only tell if you know what you're looking for. Tracking, I've experienced a few very occasional glitches, but I think there might be some kind of a learning algorithm in there where it kind of adapts to your environment, so that's been actually decreasing as I use the headset more. The comfort is... people were right about that. It's not the most comfortable thing in the world. So I might look into some hacks for improving that. Audio is great. Like people said, there isn't a lot of bass, if that's what you're looking for, but it doesn't sound like tinny or anything. It just sounds like speakers that don't have a lot of bass. Guardian system is really cool. I have not had any problems with it so far, and I enabled developer mode, so if it becomes really annoying, like if I set up one that was like the outline of my bed so that I can like sit and watch YouTube videos or something. I actually completed an entire level of Beat Saber lying down, which was hilarious. Point is, the Guardian was being kind of annoying on the bed, so I just disabled it entirely, since I won't be moving around much anyway. Like, the worst that happens is I hit the wall. But yeah, I think that is about all for this video. If you like this video, let me know by using the like button. If you're entertained by most of my content here, then feel free to subscribe to me. And until next time, make something, sing something, hug someone, and I will see you in my next adventure.